Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brickazoid's Den. Today we have The Empire Strikes Back. That is the movie we are tackling today in this episode of the Skywalker Saga Level Ideas series going on here. This is number 5. This is the middle movie of the original trilogy, of course. Some even say this is the best Star Wars movie. I definitely can't argue. It's definitely a good one. Can't say it's my favorite, though. My favorite is coming up, though. It's coming up. And you'll probably already be able to guess it, because it's not a... Well, no. You'll probably already be able to guess it. It is not a sequel trilogy movie. So you basically already know what my favorite Star Wars movie is now. But, I'm pretty excited to get into this one, because we get to do some Hoth action, some Dagobah action, and as well as some Cloud City action. So let's get going with it. Start off with our first open world travel. We basically begin with some Hoth Rebel base stuff. You basically just kind of going around, fixing up some X-Wings, fixing up some snow speed, or not X-Wings, snow speeders, that's what I was going to say. The snow speeders, and, I don't know, like just doing random stuff around the Hoth base, meeting with the people at the computers and stuff, just mainly exploring around that area. It might even move into having Han save Luke with a tauntaun and everything, and walking back and putting him in the tank to keep him alive and healthy, so he doesn't die. Because of course that would be terrible, and that definitely doesn't happen. So, basically just some random stuff in the beginning that can kind of go on, and then that'll lead us into level 1, I should say. So for level 1, we have the battle on Hoth, or the Hoth infiltration, whatever you want to call it, where Vader and his snowtroopers attack the Hoth Rebel base, and then you have to kind of play as Han and Leia. It's basically the complete Saga level, to be honest with you. You get to play as like a snowspeeder part where you are Luke and you're flying through, or Luke and Dak, I guess, really, and you're flying through Hoth trying to take down the AT-ATs that are coming in, and then also you play as Han, Leia, and I think 3PO was in that part of the movie. And you have to walk through the Rebel base to try and get to the Millennium Falcon and escape the snowtroopers and Vader. So I don't know, just pretty baseline stuff. Pretty much the things that happened in the complete Saga game, just kind of revamped and updated to fit this new 2021 style, these better graphics and all of that. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy yet. So then for the next open world travel, I thought I would include this one in here as the next one. So basically, this is the part where the AT-AT takes down the snowspeeder, and you have to kind of get out as Luke before the giant, the AT-AT foot crushes the snowspeeder. And basically you play as Luke in like the snowlands of Hoth, and you have to find a way to get up the AT-AT's like leg or something. I know he used a grapple gun in the movie, but for play and puzzle purposes, they'll probably make you like climb the AT-AT or something. So basically you have to climb up his leg and then open the hatch and throw the explosive into the AT-AT, and then you can drop down, and then that'll lead you into level 2. But basically this is just the part where Luke blows up the AT-AT. That's just what you would call it. That's the next open world travel. That was open world travel number 2. That can be kind of fun. It was a little unique. You know, they only did it for the complete saga. They only did it for a cutscene. So now for level 2 of the movie here, I was thinking a full ship level here, where we're basically the Millennium Falcon, and you have to fly through the asteroid field to avoid the TIE fighters and the Star Destroyer coming in to take you out. So you got to fly through the asteroids, and then you go like down onto the other asteroid before you get swallowed by or fly into the monster's mouth, whatever. I forget what that monster is called, with like the bats and stuff in it, which also comes into play later in the movie here. But this is just the flying part where you're playing as Millennium Falcon. I believe this was a part of a level, or was even a level of its own in the complete Saga game. I can't really remember. Maybe it was level 2 where this same level happened, but it was like a flying level, and you had to like shoot down asteroids and avoid the TIE fighters and things like that. But it's basically just that, and once again, just revamped. With the original trilogy movies, there's a lot of like just redoing levels that already existed, because they really stretched this stretched the movie out thin with different content that they could do for levels and stuff like that. Same thing with the Force Awakens movie, because they made a whole game based off of that one single movie. So it gets a little tough to find stuff that is new and original, I guess. But it still works. So for the next open world travel of the game, we have landing on Dagobah. So this will definitely be playing as R2-D2 and Luke Skywalker, landing on Dagobah, going through the swamp, getting out of the swamp, and making your way over to Yoda's hut. I believe this was also a level in the complete saga, where you have to was it level? It probably was level 3, and you had to make your way to the to Yoda's hut, and then after you would go straight into a part where you're training with Yoda, and you'd have different abilities and things like that. But for this, just for this open world travel part, you're just going to be playing as Luke and R2-D2, running through Dagobah or whatever, and exploring it a little bit, and you'll fight some wacky creatures that show up out of the swamps, and then you'll make your way over to Yoda's hut, and then that begins the level 3. So for level 3, we have training on Dagobah. This is when Luke Skywalker must learn how to use the Force from Yoda, and R2-D2's there. And this is pretty baseline for what happened in the complete Saga video game, that part of the level. And you're just kind of going through Dagobah, doing different training exercises, swinging from ropes and lifting rocks and things like that, and then eventually lifting the X-Wing out of the water and things. Fighting Vader as well. That would be a nice boss fight to include in there, just like the complete saga also had. And yeah, it's basically just a copy and paste of the complete saga game, just a little bit obviously better and better graphics and like that. I know I keep saying that, but you know, it just they really did. They really Lego really got every part of the movie here. So yeah, it's tough to think of like original new things to talk about when it comes to the level ideas, but I still think like the redo with better graphics and different types of puzzles and different abilities that you could have in this game could definitely make it for an original feel, I guess. Now for the next open world travel, this is somewhat original, as you'll be able to play as Han, Chewbacca, and Leia walking out into the space monster's stomach, and you have to fight a bunch of bats and stuff like that. It could be really dark, so you have to kind of use some flashlights and stuff to look around. This is a very short part where you're basically playing as those characters, exploring the inside of the monster's stomach, I guess, and you're attacking the bats and stuff like that. This is obviously when the bat jump scares Leia and stuff like that, and they have to walk out and take a look at what's going on outside the Millennium Falcon. And then kind of at the end, that leads you into level 4, and you jump on the Falcon, and you get out of the monster's mouth, the monster's belly. And but yeah, no, pretty simple stuff, but at least it's something that the complete saga hasn't really tackled. So now for level 4, I think I could have done something different here, but I basically put level 4 as landing on Cloud City. So this is when you get the tour of the place. Maybe you do the Vader meeting with Vader scene and stuff like that, and Boba and Lando, and meeting Lando, of course, who's a part of that. But I feel like level 4 should be escaping Cloud City, because that might be a little bit more eventful. But I think escaping Cloud City might work better in chronological order as the next piece of this movie here, which I'll get to in a minute. So I don't know. I feel like this part could be interchanged. Once again, another copy and paste, not really copy and paste, but another idea taken from the complete saga and just put it to revamp it, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this should probably be an open world travel, if anything, and then the escape from Cloud City should be the level. But just like I said, with chronologically, it didn't really fit right. So again, these are just my ideas, so it doesn't really matter in the end. So as I was just talking about, I ended up putting the escaping from Cloud City as the open world travel for number 5. Like I said, chronologically, it just kind of fits. So I ended up having to make this not a level, and instead being open world travel number 5. Maybe I could extend it a little bit and just kind of have it be after Boba takes Han away in Carbonite, Lando, Leia, and Chewbacca have to just kind of run throughout the Cloud City open world, fighting troopers and stuff, and trying to get to the next point, probably to the Millennium Falcon, I would say. And then that will bring you into level 5, which is also, I believe, a redo of another level from the complete saga. I don't know. Empire Strikes Back is tough. LEGO originally got it all, so it's tough to think of like new and original stuff like I keep saying throughout this video. So for level 5, as I said, not an original idea, which is a shame, but it would be Luke versus Vader on Cloud City. This would probably be just like the complete Saga one. You play as Luke, you play as R2-D2, and you get to fight Vader throughout Cloud City. Which, I mean, it's a memorable moment, so it obviously needs to be a part of this game. It'd just be a really long boss fight throughout many different parts of the level, and then eventually you get to the end where you have where you're at like the bridge and stuff like that, and Luke's holding on and things like that. But yeah, nothing too original, which is a shame to say, but that's alright, it's alright. I apologize if this ends up being a shorter video. It's just that there was no original ideas that I could really think of when I scrolled back through this movie to look for ideas to write down, and I ended up just finding a lot of things that could have just been revamped, copied, and pasted from the complete saga, so it ended up not having too many original ideas by myself, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm pretty sure when the game comes out, it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to play this movie. But if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.